Ready? What's up, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. Exactly 7 o'clock.
Yes.
And you know what it is. This is Bobby and
Renee. I'm gonna say my name so you don't be talking about no concubine. I gotta say it fast. So
I'm just saying.
I gotta get it in real quick.
Bobby and his side piece. How about that? That sound better?
Whatever.
Excuse me. We got a great show coming tonight.
Yes,
we got our favorite couple. I call my G family. They've been on the show. This is the third time. No, it's the second time we've been on their show twice.
Right.
So it's like so we've been back and forth on each other's shows. Yeah. Family Empire. Yeah. They got an event coming up next week that you guys should be a part of, especially if you guys for the strong black. Well, I'm gonna say black. I'm gonna say strong family in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're promoting strong family hood.
Yes.
So you guys might want to be a part of that. So what you gonna say something?
No, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So they are a powerful husband and wife team. If you guys watch my pre-show video, I did go into a little bit of detail about who they are, but we're going to actually bring them on and let them explain to you who they are. But before we do that, I just want to talk to you guys about one thing. I had put a post out there, and I did say that I wanted to clarify some things. I put a post out there in early part of the week, and I was saying that I was looking for a financial advisor and a coach or mentor.
Right, I'll mentor you. I will.
Listen to my next thing. Okay. I got to say.
Fine.
So I got so many inboxes about my auntie said she can't get it. I got so many inboxes of people who was reaching out. Of course, a lot of people, put on the post like, what's happening, what's going on. So let me just clarify this. I am not in a crisis, guys. I am okay. All right. I'm just going through that time in my life where I feel like it's some things that I need to get together. Some things in my life that it's time for me to, figure out what I want to do when I grow up, I guess, for the lack of a better word.
She's going through a midlife crisis.
Yes, I am going through a midlife crisis. I'm 41 years old, and I just feel like I'm not where I want to be. I feel stuck, if you will. And the things that I'm doing is not making me happy. It's not fulfilling me. Ooh. So when that happens, then that means that there is a change that needs to happen. God is making you uncomfortable for a reason. So that's what I'm going through.
Right.
Another note, okay? Please.
What you gonna say?
If you don't have your stuff together, I cursed on my stuff on my page.
Yeah, don't curse on my page.
But if you don't have your stuff together, I don't care who it is. Don't feel like you can mention them through what they're going through.
But you stopping somebody from being great.
Okay, you can't do everything. Like some people, like we're about to bring on the GINYARDS. They are solidified. They have their stuff together. They've been through this. They've been a family. I mean, from the whole 9 yards. They have credentials to be able to do this. Some people just feel like today I want to be a life coach. Well, life coach yourself because you need to get your shit together first.
Well, okay? Hey, don't curse on my
radio. So this is what I'm saying.
I got the past on my page.
Guys, you cannot do and be everything.
Why not?
I appreciate
why they can't be great though?
The reaching out, but you cannot do and be everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially financial advisors. When I say financial advisors, it means that I'm looking for somebody that's good with stocks, with bonds. I need a broker, somebody that can put me in places that I need to go, teach me about financial things. You know what I mean?
Crystal, inbox me because I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm not getting the show.
She's not getting the show. You're on the show, Auntie, because you're responding.
So if
you don't see us,
open your eyes, Auntie. Just open your eyes.
Leave her alone. She'll get it.
I don't know. I mean, she's texting, but she can't get the show, so I don't know what it is.
Leave her alone. So anyway, without further ado, guys, we're going to bring on the people that's qualified. We're going to bring on our G family Empire. Oh, that's my intro.
Yeah, what's up, G family?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Nothing much. Welcome back again to TPN Live with Bobby and Renee, or Bobby and his side piece. How do you want to call it?
I'll be your side piece Friday, though.
Yeah, we're going. Hey, that's right. We're going to watch we're going to midget wrestling Friday.
We are. Like it's a real thing.
Yeah. We're going to midget wrestling.
You know, when I saw you put that post up, it was funny because we actually hosted a professional wrestling event twice actually.
Okay.
In a couple of our venues, and it was let me just say,
interesting.
It was interesting. It was interesting. You know,
we're looking forward to it.
That's our first time.
All I can say is wrestling ain't fake, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, especially with the little people. I hate calling them midgets, but with the little people.
I can't wait to see the lady midgets.
Yeah, I'm sure you can't. Don't be looking at their butt and they little tight.
You can't miss it. It's all that they got.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, guys, can you please introduce yourself to our audience? Let them know who you are and what you have going on.
That's right.
Okay. Before we introduce ourselves, can I make a comment? I want to make a comment on what you started the show on.
Okay.
Yes. I think it's very important because we're living in a day and time with social media where everybody kind of takes on a lot of titles. So yeah. I totally feel what you're saying. Like I could give a person financial advice, but I'm not an advisor. Like I could tell people some things that work for me. But I think what that comes from is everybody's trying to make $1. So, so people are saying, oh, I can do that, you know, because they see it as a means for income. Right. A means for clients. So it is important that we stay in our lane, especially when we're talking about impacting people's lives. And then also as Black females, because I look at you, I look up to you and Bobby. And you may not be satisfied with where you are, but when I see you, you know, because we don't see ourselves, you know, like other people see us, but I just see so much. I see so much success. I see a hard worker. I see a good woman, a great mom. I see so much. So we all are always trying to aspire higher. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's sad when we can't post something without people thinking we about to break down.
Yes.
You know, that's kind of crazy. So that's my comment for that. So I'm Joycelyn Ginyard.
She's Joycelyn, and she's my wife, my better half, and I'm Garrett GINYARDS. So
what I'm saying, I mean, like, you know.
See how he did that?
What? What are you talking?
He said his wife, his better half. Come on, teach us, y'all.
First of all, ain't nobody in Atlanta don't know that you my wife. The people can't say Bobby without saying Renee.
But see how that's true. That's true.
He went in.
You know,
some things that's left unsaid.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead, Eric.
Wow, what were you about to say? Because they made me forget my thoughts.
well, we were introducing ourselves, okay. So we are
the GINYARDS.
We are the GINYARDS. Well, they know that. Okay. So we have a performing arts school. So we are developers. We develop people, kind of, sort of like a life coach situation, but not really. It's worse than life coaching. Being a developer and developing talent, I always say it's worse than life coach, because at least with those people, they want to go higher. A lot of times with the people we connect with, they say they want to join, but then when the road gets tough, or you have to, and you got to deal with people. You got to deal with them through their depressions, through their issues, through all of those things. So I would definitely say one of the main things that we do at our facility is we develop talent. We are also business consultant, and we also do business consulting and talent management along with developing. So that is just a piece of who we are. But when you come down to the core, that's where our brand Family Empire comes in. And that brand is itself an organization and an organism. There's a spiritual part about that brand that no other part of our brand has. And that part is the part in Garrett. He's a licensed minister.
What?
Pastor G.
People don't know that. I'm putting it out there, but
that's because I don't, I don't go around talking about it. Because a lot of times I like to let my light shine. I don't. If I have to go around just proclaiming my certifications, my this and my that, what I'm licensed to do here and there or whatever. I mean, and people can't see it. then what's the use of going ahead and, you know, proclaiming it, putting it out there? I like to, you know, let my light shine. You know, one thing I can say is, you know what, Bobby, and all the times I've known you, all the times we've been together, I like to hopefully say that I'm consistent in the way that I treat others. And that,
definitely.
That I like to try to portray myself to be, as far as when I'm putting myself out there as a married man, you know, in the industry that I am in.
That's right.
Yeah, because being in the music industry, because, you know, not only do that, but of course we're heavily involved in the industry itself, whether it's music or entertainment. No, I don't like to say the music industry. I'd like to say the entertainment industry. Yeah, because because we deal with the music, we deal with the movies, we deal with television, we deal, you know, radio, media as well. So with all that being said, in the industry that we work in, as a married man, a lot of times you have to carry yourself a certain way. You know, people know how I live. People know when they're dealing with me. You know, you're going to get somebody who operates in integrity. You know, I'm gonna respect the women. I'm not going to be out there, you know, trying to hit on every single woman out there. I don't have, because one thing about it, if I'm doing that, you know, then I'm not being honorable to what you know I have going on at the house. And also, the second time, that can mess up your money. And I'm not trying to mess, you know, I've heard too many words. No, I don't want my money to get funny. You know,
you know? I got you. I feel you. I mean, and it's hard for us, you know, as married men out here like that. You know what I'm saying? Good thing about for me is that everybody knows Renee. Like I said earlier, no one says Bobby without saying Renee. I don't care who you're talking about. When y'all say Bobby, you could be talking about Bobby Brown. You go, oh, Bobby and Renee. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's about a whole different Bobby.
Although that is,
and that's good.
Although that may be true, but you still have those snakes that will come.
They will. They will. You know, I've had.
But he goes through Joycelyn training school. Oh yeah, I have to put him through training school because most men want to believe the best of people. You know. And I get that, like I totally get that with Garrett too, but there are certain things, you know, that can be innocent for them, but things that they shouldn't do because of the way women think. Number one is attention. That's the first thing. Women like attention. So you just have to be careful about the kind of attention that you are giving people as well. So it could be innocent, you know, but just watch certain things so people don't think that you're stalking them or coming after them or even coming onto them. Like, for instance, let's take social media. You go and like a person's picture in a week 3 to 4 times, you know, the way most women will view that is that you're interested. Now, listen, this man could be single and they probably wouldn't even think anything about it. But when a man is married, people think about it. They think about it more. It's true,
I get it. But if I like your post, I just like your post. I don't even think about half the time. I don't even know who the people post I'm like. I just like what it is. I don't even know who actually posted.
Yeah. Okay, well let me I guess I should clarify that. Okay. The pictures of the post where, you know, I'm looking at myself and I'm in the, you know,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're feeling yourself. I get it.
Right. Make sure you straighten it out, man. Because if somebody puts an encouraging post up, you know, I see what you're saying, Bobby. So what she's talking about is, you know, I guess the ladies with the soft porn pics.
Yeah. I mean,
because if I see you liking it too many times, I'm gonna have some questions.
I'm like, baby, look,
up short stuff.
I'm like, she got on a blue bikini. I like blue.
Yeah, you like the color blue. Don't get that
I like the material of that outfit. That's what it is. It's the material. I like the material.
Yeah, I mean that's how I got. All right, well let's not get sidetracked, guys, because we got something important y'all guys got coming up next week.
Yeah, let's keep the main thing.
So you know, because we can talk about this all day long. But you guys got the family summit coming up.
Yes.
Now, obviously, when you say the word summit, I think a teen summit. How I used to be like a forum of people talking about certain topics. So I'm assuming the family summit is the exact same way. But can you give us a little bit more details about what's happening with the family summit that's coming up?
Well, yes.
This is something that's near and dear to our hearts. I'm going to let Joycelyn speak because it's something that it's a curriculum that she actually wrote herself. Okay. This is something that's just really near and dear to our hearts. And one thing we noticed here in 2018 is that the family structure as we knew it back in the day, back, I would say 30, 40 years ago, the family structure is under attack right now. Exactly. All things are really geared towards either breaking up the family or keeping families from coming together. And our mission and our goal is to bring families back together. It's not all about, the strong black. We're talking about families in general, getting families together because, when you think about it, and I know Joycelyn's going to tap into this, but a lot of times when you go places, whether it's church, school, okay, perfect example. When you go to church, a lot of times when you walk into a church, where are you going to send the baby?
To the children's church.
To the nursery. You're sending the baby to the nursery. Yeah. Now, you're going to send your toddler or your tweens to children's church. Mm-hmm. If you have teenagers, they're going to go to youth church. Mm-hmm. And then the adults, they're going to go into the main sanctuary for the adults. So you get out of the car, you walk across the parking lot, but then everybody's scattered to their own separate directions. Now, at the end of the day, when you get home, the kids are going to run upstairs to their bedrooms, do their homework, play games or whatever. The husband's going to go in another room. He's going to handle some business, and the wife's going to go to the kitchen. So now everybody's scattered once again. So our whole mission is to bring families back together. And I'm going to let Joycelyn piggyback off what I'm saying now because she's going to go ahead and better be able to explain to you what's going on with the curriculum for the family, the Greater Family Life Summit.
Okay, before I go into that, I actually want to tell them, Bobby, I know you asked what was it. So let's start there, and then I'll go back to how we came to it, okay? So when you think of a summit, yes, that's what you think of, but there's a word that goes before this summit, and the word is interactive. So I don't want you to think of it like you think of just a summit where people are getting up and talking and all of that. It's not going to be that. It's going to be very hands-on and very interactive. That's why it's for the entire family. So you know how hard it would be to hang out with your kids all day and not have something that you don't want your kids sitting down listening to people talk all day. So it won't be that kind of situation. It will be a situation where we are working on interactive family exercises. So you and your entire family will have an assignment, and that assignment is going to be a tool from the curriculum. Okay. And you guys will work on it that way. So it's an interactive summit. So it's you, when you're there, just think about, you're not going to be sitting down unless you want to sit down, but you'll be standing up and you'll be interacting because you'll be carrying out exercises, resource exercises. So that's what the summit is. It's an interactive summit. And to go back, it is a family summit for the entire family. When God gave me this, he gave it to me not in summit form, but in curriculum form. So I wrote a curriculum. I'm a 19-year homeschooling mom, and I wrote a curriculum for families. And I think it goes back to what Renee was talking about earlier when she was saying how sometimes when you're working every day towards your goals, sometimes you just don't feel like you're measuring up. So it just took me 18 years, believe it or not, just to say, hey, I am ready to do this. It's upon me. And then I wanted to make sure that it worked for other families. So I had to make sure that other families could benefit from it, like my family was benefiting from it. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a lot more thought because families have different makeups, like Bobby, let's say you and Garrett, you guys are working from home, but you may have a husband who travels and he's not in the home. So those families, they have a different way that they connect and they have different things. So you want to make sure that whatever you're giving them, that it's going to be conducive for everybody's growth, no matter what type of family they are. So it took me a while to perfect that. So I came up with this and I decided that I was going to launch it this year. Man, my family helped me perfect it. And as I was thinking about launching it, because we're not selling this curriculum to individuals. We're selling this curriculum curriculum to entities and organizations. So as I was thinking about, you know, getting it ready to sell, I thought, well, you know, I got to really get a visual on this. That was the first thing I thought. I needed a visual. And then number two, I need to just take it from the paper and put it into the lives of the people before I actually go to get somebody to purchase it. So that's how the summit came about. So I start asking myself, how can I get this to the people? How can I, and not the full curriculum, but how can I get them to experience it? How can I see if it works? So that's how the summit came into play. So the summit is here just for the launch of the curriculum. It's here so that we can get a visual, and it's here so we can help impart life into the families with the portions that we're going to be administering. You see what I'm saying? So we'll have 6 to 8 resources that'll be available from the curriculum. And then if people want to take part in the curriculum or utilize the curriculum for their family, they'll have to find the licensed organizations and people that are actually utilizing it, which will be churches, YMCAs, therapists, you know, anybody who has anything to do with family. They could, you know, go and sign up there and then take the course. So that's pretty much, you know, what's going on with that part of it. We are wanting to launch the curriculum at the summit.
Oh, that's awesome.
So how long is the curriculum? I mean, like, how long, what is the course?
Well, the curriculum course is actually 6 weeks long.
Okay.
So it is enough for a family, an entire family to go through for 6 weeks. And the interactive summit, though, is only going to be 6 tools and resources. So I'm not trying to overwhelm people with 6 weeks of, because, you know, you can't get things right in one session. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can empower people in one session. You can give people some tools that they can walk away with, that they can use. These tools, why should you come? You should come because these are going to be tools that you can use for the rest of your life to better your life. Mm-hmm. Yes. So that would be the main reason why you should come. Another reason is, as Garrett said, families are really divided. We are so divided with work, with just so many things that are going on. And it's an opportunity for you and your family to be together, okay, and stay together and work out, you know, these tools together for a better family life. And everybody's life can be greater, right? So no matter what level you are. So let me explain something to you. As we were talking to people, this is what I was so interested. I was so interested because people were telling me, I'm not a family. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not a family? You have a husband and a wife. The husband and wife team is saying, well, we don't have kids. So it's amazing how people even think about family. You understand what I'm saying? And let me tell you where I believe that's come from. I believe that's come from the identity crisis that we have as individuals in the earth today. A lot of us don't even know who we are, or we're wanting to transition into other things. And, you know, we're just not really sure about who we are. So it's very difficult when you don't know who you are to bind together with other individuals. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to be able to bring that space and time back of what family is. So if you ask me, Joyce, on what is a family, I would say an individual was a family. Mm-hmm. Some people may not agree. An individual. People say that's single, but that's a single family, because the way we think about family is it's got to be a lot of people. You yourself alone, if you're a single person, you are a family. That means that you are more than just yourself. You are developing yourself to connect to other people eventually one day. So that would constitute you as being a family. So when do you get ready for a family? You don't get ready for a family when you connect yourself with people. You're already who you are. I mean, it sounds.
That's true. I mean, you're redefining the word family. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. You know, because it's a new definition. So, you know, like we change things in general, we change things, we change meanings of certain things. So, and I think taking a positive word and making it even more positive, or taking a word and making it positive into a unique standard is something that is needed. You know what I'm saying? And I guess when you say one person, I mean, I think I would probably be the same way. Like, well, hell, I'm one person. I'm singular. How can I be a plural situation? But when you change the definition of the word family, as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, as an old way of saying it, then yeah, it makes total sense, you know, to me. And if I can make sense of it, you know, it's really easy.
It takes a little getting used to hearing it that way.
Yeah.
But, you know, because we're so used to the general definition of family, you know, for example, husband, wife, maybe 1 or 2 kids or something like that. So when you're thinking of a family, but when you look at it in the bigger, grander scheme of things, then you're like, wow, okay.
Because we usually say a husband and wife, we refer to them as a couple. Mm-hmm. And that's okay because it's 2 people, so I get that. But they're still a family.
That's true.
You know? So it was enlightening to be able to impart that into people. You know what I'm saying? Because people had a whole different concept of family, you know?
So what date exactly? It's on September the 29th?
Yes, it's on September the 29th, and it's at 1:00 p.m. And not only are we going to be, you know, launching the curriculum with tools and resources that the entire family can use, but we're going to be having some fun because it wouldn't be fun without the GINYARDS. I mean, we gotta crank it up. So we're going to crank it up. We're going to do some lip syncing, competitions, battles, and then we're going to have family talent show. So the families are going to get on stage and showcase their talents. We're going to let our hair down and have some fun.
All right. So, and where can people sign up for this? Like, what is the registration process?
They can go to facebook.com/Family Empire Radio, which is on Facebook, and all of the information is there. And
it's also at the bottom of the screen too. I don't know if people can see it. If you can see it, but it's at the bottom of the screen as well.
So it's easy. It's 1, 2, 3. You comment your email. Okay, and then to your email, we send you your registration for the family. And then once you receive that, we give you the address and all of that good stuff. So you comment with your email, you select your package, however many people that are attending, and then you click the link that is sent to your inbox. And that's how you can register.
Now, you know I got to ask this question.
Uh-huh.
What's the wing situation like? I'm just saying, what the wing situation gonna be like? I mean, we got to bring our own, or like, how is that working?
It's gonna be up to you, which is one of the reasons why we try to make this interactive summit cost effective. So either you can bring your lunch in if you want to bring a lunch, but we will have vendors there that are preparing lunch, and I'm sure they're gonna have some wings.
These are very well qualified vendors providing food, man. Trust me. I've tasted the food, and you won't be disappointed.
So you can get you some wings by that.
Okay, all right.
Well, that is awesome. And let me just say this: each time we've gone out, each time we've been in the presence of you guys, you all have always been with your family. You've been the babies, grandbaby, children. So. That right there, and then your children is a part of the business as well, and you started them off young. So if you're wondering what qualifies them to be able to do this summit, life is qualifying them. They've been through it, they know it. Like she said, she's been homeschooled for how many years?
19.
19. Yeah.
19 years. And
yeah, it was strange when we first started because I mean she had to really it wasn't strange, but she had to really you know, get me on board because, you know, Brianna, you know how it is, you know.
We know. We tried it. It didn't work for us. It didn't work at all.
The flying colors we felt.
And, you know, just having it home all day long is not a good idea.
Yeah, she got me on board, and from there, we just, once you know, I operated in the role of principal. So it was cool. We got it. We got through it. We got 2 of them out, and we have 1 more, and she's doing really well. The girls are doing well. Like
you got 2 more. You got 1 too, because you got the grandbaby. You're gonna start her off in homeschool too, right?
No, that's her mama's responsibility.
Yeah. Hey, we're done. Yeah.
course.
But like Renee, like you were saying, Renee, you were talking about the girls, and one thing I did, and I always told Joyce when the girls, and that's one of the advantages of homeschooling as well. You know, you have that flexibility of being able to do that. So Joyce and I, when the girls were younger, we would take them with us to our business meetings. You know, because I wanted them. You'd be surprised, even though they would be sitting in the back in a chair, they were taking it. They were taking it in as well. You know, when we would go to the bank to open up a business account, not get a business loan because we've never taken out a business loan, but to open up a business account and to talk finances with the banker, we would take them with us. When we would go to business meetings trying to secure new contracts, we would take them with us so that they could learn, you know, business as a whole. So, you know, you'd be surprised. So it's all about, you know, the kids and having the kids right there, because I always said I never wanted my daughters to work for anybody else.
Hey, you definitely achieved that success.
Yeah, you really did. And I said that too. And now I'm like, you know what? I need to get some work ethics. Y'all need to get out of here.
We spoiled ours. We spoiled ours a little bit.
Y'all need to do something, because somewhere along the line we didn't fail.
Your kids.
Yeah.
We spoiled them. They don't want to do nothing much. But one of them started work. One of the twins start work tomorrow.
Yeah, they need to get. I mean, although they worked for us, they worked with us. You know, for them, they need to work outside of us so that they can get a little bit of work ethic.
No, so they can respect what we did for them.
Right.
That's what it is.
Well, I think for our daughters, when they worked for us before they had their venue, I think it was the same thing. We kind of was like, okay, we wanted to make sure that they were going to get that. But when they actually started doing Blast House, I think that was the moment that actually took another turn. Because it was things they were personally responsible for. You know what I'm saying? Not us. They had some serious issues and some serious problems that they had to work out, and they had to fend for. So all of that worked out.
Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. I mean, just to, you know, like I said, just, you know, you guys family. I think, you know, when the name Family Empire, it definitely fits you guys, and you guys are doing great things. And I love now that you're reaching out to other families, like we were talking about. I think you said something about families and about sharing the same blood. And I said, well, what about families that are blended families? And, you know, because you're saying, you know, a lot of families with your children, you know who they are because they come from you. And I'm like, well, what about blended families? Because we are a blended family. And now that they're getting older, you know, of course, the personalities show, you know, the different things that, you know, choices that they make. It shows, it makes a difference. So when I say personally, the older they've gotten, the more we've had to go through when it comes down to having a blended family.
Right.
It's not easy. And I don't know if God is testing us right now. Like, are you putting us in a position to have a blended family summit? I don't know, but I'm gonna need him to talk to us real quickly.
He's punking us right now. He's punking us.
Yeah, I think he is kind of punking us a little bit, but you know, yeah. So I had asked you that about blended family. So what do you think about blended family situations?
Blended family situations, mom, single parent situations, mixed situations, adopted families. Listen, this is how I broke it down. Who living in your house? That's your family.
Okay.
If this friend, okay, so let's take a scenario. If it's a friend, if it's a cousin, you understand what I'm saying? Anybody who is in that holies of holy space, you need to consider them family. And some people say, oh, well, I might need to, you know, change something. But yeah, if they're in your holies of holies, your personal space, your kingdom, then they are a part of your family.
Is that let me see? When you make sure we got the right question? Did that answer your question, or were you?
That answered my question, because you know, when you're talking about because a lot of the things that, you know, when you talk about families, you're thinking of sharing the same blood, you know, the same DNA for everyone. But when you are a blended family, you begin to see that some of these traits that these, you know, that the ones that don't share your same blood have, you start to question it. Although you may have raised them, you know, from a young seed, it doesn't matter because whatever blood they have.
Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying.
Well, and so let me tell you how that works. Did you know that you as a parent can give Bryson up for an adoption? You have that right to give away your own child that you birthed, you labored with, and that you birthed. But did you know that if you adopt this child, that you do not have the legal right to give that child away or up? For you couldn't, you couldn't.
I can't give the child back?
No, you can't, honey. No, you can't.
Really?
No, really. But with your own child, you understand what I'm saying? You could people walk away from their kids, people give their kids up for adoption. So there are things in this earth that connects us. You know, of course, blood connects us and we understand that, but there are other things in this world that connects us as people. And that's important for us to realize. A lot of people's grandparents raised them. A lot of people's foster parents raised them. They have no blood, you know, no blood relation, but these are the people who know them. These are the people who care for them. And there's that bond that you have as a family. So yes, blended family, extended families, you know, hopefully this is an avenue for people to reach back out to their extended families as well, because we've forsaken the extended families in the day and time we're living in.
Yeah.
Because we don't have time. I can remember a time that, you know, we were at my grandma's, we were eating dinner, or just even years ago when the girls were smaller, I was entertaining a lot, having my family over a lot. Now I'm working, I don't have time for that stuff. So I hardly see my aunts who are the matriarchs of my family. So this curriculum is something put in place to help us to get back to that. We may not have it at that capacity, but it won't become extinct, because the way we're looking right now, and I know it sounds crazy, but that's what we're looking, because you gotta procreate to have a family.
That's right.
And in order to procreate, you gotta have the right. So it's a lot going on in the earth today that we really need to be concerned about.
And let me just go backtrack to blended families, adopted families, this and that, whatever. So a lot of times when you conceive a child, it's done most of the time, about 85% of the time, it's done so in the heat of passion. A husband and wife are two significant adults or whatever. They come together. You know how babies are made. You know, they make love. The wife, the female gets pregnant. So it's done so. However, a lot of times the emotional backlash of a female finding out she's pregnant can go either way. A lot of times, especially if it's planned, they're fine, they're happy. But if it's unplanned, a lot of times, you know, because it may throw off their game as far as, you know, what their intentions were for their family at that particular time. For example, when Brooke was conceived, Joyce and I, it really threw us off, because we weren't expecting. We thought we were through. We were done. We weren't thinking about having another child. Of course, when she was born, we love her. We can't think of anything. But at the same time, we weren't trying to have another baby. Now, with that being said, when you choose to adopt a child, it's planned. That's your choice. It's a plan. So you have the conversations. You're mentally preparing yourself. You're getting ready. That's something you want to do. So when you make that chance to take a child and raise a child, you're doing so, it's on a whole nother level. You understand what I'm saying? Because now that's something you want to do. In the system, the government, when they see that and you sign your name on that paper and that documentation, that is something that everyone takes very, very seriously. It's taken very seriously. So
it's a contract that you can't get out of. So even if they give you a demon seed, you got to live with that demon seed until they
learn how to pray.
Lord, hammer. Okay.
Well, I get that though, because Renee and I, we had stopped trying, and you know, the day that we stopped trying, that's when Bryson popped up.
Yeah, literally. We just started planning our life because we were trying for 2 years and it didn't happen. And then next thing you know, here come Bryson.
Yeah, and we can't see without being with Bryson. You know what I'm saying? He's such an intricate part of our life. You know what I'm saying? So, but the whole time, like, man, we wanted a girl. Mm-hmm. So we got a boy with long hair, and then we had to cut his hair because people kept calling him a girl.
Right.
You want to hear a funny story? You want to hear a funny story? So when Joycelyn was pregnant with Brooke, we were told that she was a boy.
Yeah.
So Joycelyn actually had 2 baby showers, and everything we got for a little boy.
Wow.
So all of Brooke's first out. So in her very first baby picture, she was wearing a little boy's outfit because that's all she had. And she was actually supposed to be. She was going to be a junior. We were going to name her after me. So she was going to be a junior. We had everything lined out. So when she was born, when we brought her home from the hospital, she didn't have a name.
We were going to name the baby after you.
Yeah, we were. Okay. She didn't have a name because we had never even considered a girl's name.
Right.
Wow.
So and then the doctor.
So they weren't going to let us take her home because they say you can't take a baby home. But we had
girl
Ginyard, and it wasn't until almost 2 weeks later.
Yeah, 2 weeks she didn't have a name.
She didn't have a name.
What?
Wow.
y'all just said my baby for 2 weeks. No, it's my baby.
Well, when you're naming your child, it's not something you can just
up and do.
Yeah, it takes thought.
They were trying to rush me. I'm like,
no, really.
So
I named Bryson. It came out. Boom! I just came up with Bryson.
Like I say,
you thought to my baby name.
Yeah, I gave. That was first of all, that was the name I want to give Bryson. I gave Renee like 3 choices, and she picked Bryson because I wanted his name to be Ian. But
I had a couple of names for a boy, but I hadn't prepared anything for a girl.
Because she was supposed, we were told, and the funny thing about it, when she was born, the first thing, what was the thing the doctor said? Uh-oh. And I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Like, it fell off. My bad, it fell off in the side.
Wow.
It was crazy, but you know what? Hey, you know what? Girls and Brooke, she has a lot of love to give, so, we're good.
Yeah,
she's definitely a sweet baby.
Definitely.
So before we wrap up, please tell us once again the date, the time, and we're going to put the link under here on how people can go and register for the family summit.
The Greater Family Summit.
The Greater Family Summit.
The Greater Family Life Summit.
Life Summit.
Great. Okay.
So you wanted us to tell you what? I didn't hear you.
They want to tell them how they can register.
How they can register. Facebook.com/Family Empire Radio. All of the information is over there that you can register with. There's a flyer that gives you the 3 steps. So you just send your email. We send you your registration. You click on the link and you're registered.
Okay, great.
It's going to be in Atlanta. So it's in the city of Atlanta. Everybody wanted us to come to Atlanta. People was like, we don't want to drive all the way. So we are looking for all of those people to be there because we brought it to your neck of the woods. So we want to see. Yeah, we want to.
So I forgot before I let you go. Being that you do art in music, music field, are there any musical artists that you're imagining going to be performing anything?
No, we don't, Bobby. It's kind of funny because we didn't even really want the presence of our other brands. If people know us from those brands, we're cool. But we were looking at this more from the organism side of it.
Okay.
So we wanted people to stay focused on getting better, stay focused on their families. We didn't want to be in a situation where, we had other things that were going on. Maybe one day we'll add that to it, but for right now, I forgot to take this opportunity I forgot to take this opportunity to say this too. There are a lot of people who have been registering lately. One lady has been married for 30 years, 25 years of the 30 years. I know this is unbelievable. Don't really have good communication with her spouse for 25 years. In the same house. Then we have people who haven't spoken to their kids. The kids haven't spoken to their parents. We have all sorts of things. So we're really believing for a great restoration to happen with these families. And I just feel like with entertainment, sometimes I think what we're trying to do is get away from what is actually happening in the world. We're getting a lot of distractions. We didn't want there to be any distractions. We want you to be looking at Renee, Bryson to be looking at you. We don't want anybody to say, I came to see so-and-so perform, but I came for Renee. I came for Bobby. I came for Bryson. And we're going to spend this time together. So no, unfortunately this time, but you can catch us. We got some big things coming up. We'll be about those things. We got some huge things coming up. So you can catch those concerts and get in on that. But September the 29th at 1 o'clock p.m., we're asking you to show up with your family, show up with your kid. If you're struggling with your kid's behavior, we want you there. If your kid is the perfect kid, we want you there. We have a licensed therapist that's going to be on site to help you. You won't be able to sit on a sofa, but you will get the opportunity to get pointed in the right direction with your family. This is going to be all about the family, empowerment, encouragement, yes, edification.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right.
Okay. And just really quickly, and guys, if you look for morning inspiration, if you wake up in the morning, first thing you do is go to Facebook. Please go to their page, Joycelyn Ginyard. It's on your page, and you do it on.
We do it on the personal page. We usually go live. We go live from my page. I tag Joycelyn in as well.
And then Joycelyn page. If you want, the morning word or morning inspiration or just some good affirmations to say in the morning, you guys tune in. They're doing 100-day challenge, right?
Yes.
100 days, yeah.
Right. And
morning cup of joy.
What's today, mate? What day?
You know what? Honestly, we stopped counting.
I think we're on 91.
91.
We're not on day 91.
Yes, we are.
No, it hasn't even been 3 weeks.
I mean, what I'm saying is, see how men brains work and women? We have 91 days left.
Okay. 91 days left. Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. So you guys, you can tune into their page. And you can see that they're tagged in this video. So if you're wondering, and tell us the time that you do it.
Every morning, from 6:45 a.m. to 7:30. It's your morning cup of joy.
Morning cup of joy. I've been tuning in most of the time. Sometimes I'll put it on and just let it play while I'm getting Bryson ready for school and getting myself together for the day. And I especially love the morning affirmations and different things that you guys say.
The whole concept behind it was,
she didn't ask you the concept.
Okay.
Okay.
But so Gary, what's the concept, Gary?
Bobby, thank you, Bobby. The whole concept behind it was, a lot of times we're busy people. We work. The kids go to school. Whatever. You just get really, really busy with the day. But our whole thing was starting your day off with positivity, starting your day off with encouragement, starting your day off speaking positive things into the atmosphere, because you'd be surprised. You can change your atmosphere just by the words that come out of your mouth. You can put out positive energy into the atmosphere to allow you to have a greater day as well. So that's the whole concept about it. And you know what? We're really having a good time. People are really jumping on and getting hold of it and interacting with us. And it's just some good stuff.
Yep.
All right. Well, y'all know IG family, y'all more than welcome anytime to come out on TPN Live with Bobby Renee.
Yeah.
We love having you guys on our show. We love hanging out with you guys.
On our show as well.
Yeah, definitely. So it's our turn to come back on y'all show. So you just let us know when, and we'll be there.
And we're going to be doing that pretty soon here. So
okay. Yeah, nice surprises.
We're on our countdown mode, so we're super excited about that.
Well, man, awesome. We're gonna be there to support no matter what. So we got y'all back.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you both.
Y'all got any shout outs you want to give real quick to anybody?
I like to give a shout out. I like to give a shout out to all of those families that are going to be coming on September 29th at 1 p.m. for the Interactive Summit. I'm shouting you out. Hey, y'all.
Y'all get it.
That's how you do it.
That's right.
Well, hey, G family, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all taking this time out to be on our show. We're a little over time, but hey, it's our show. We can do what we want to do. Right. So that's how it is. I hope we covered everything about what you guys got coming up. Like I said before, when y'all ready to announce the other stuff, let us know. We bring you back on so we can introduce to our audience as well. All right. So without further ado, we'd like to say thank y'all for coming on.
Yes,
I appreciate you.
We love y'all.
Hey, follow me on Instagram at G Ginyard Music.
All right.
What? Say it again.
I want everybody to follow me on Instagram. I'm at G Ginyard Music, GGINYARDMUZIQ. You can also follow Joycelyn. She's Classy J1.
Well, actually, follow the brand at
Family
Empire Official.
That's right, Family Empire Official. Follow the brand as well.
There you go. Bam, y'all heard it first. Family Empire. All right, y'all take it easy now.
All right, darling.
Y'all have a good night, all right?
Good night.
Good night.
Go get your wings, Bobby.
Huh?
Go get your wings.
Well, actually, we got Renee make some chicken. So when the show's over, I'm going downstairs to get some.
Hey, I might be coming around here, man.
Hey, y'all, you know the address. Come on by. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Right.
All right, y'all. That was a great show with our G family, as we call them.
Our G family.
I hope y'all get a chance to go to their website and
absolutely
check them out. Family Empire is Facebook, Family Empire Radio. You know, they're doing something good with the family. So if you guys want, get your family up to par or get you guys on the same wavelength. I'm not saying that you guys are not.
Or just do something interactive with your family.
Yeah.
Like they were saying, they're going to have family building games and things that you can do interactively with your family. I know a lot of your family is just like our family. We go in our separate rooms, like they said, and we're on our phones, we're on our computers, we're working. We're busy in our own way. So no one is really interacting or playing any games with each other. The only time we kind of do that is if we do go on vacation or if our power go out, and then we sit there
Uno it is.
And play Uno, and play board games and
they lost a piece of the board game.
Yeah, but see, that's that's a great part, and that's a part that they remember, the children remember. So you guys make sure y'all get in on that. Once again, did you took away the notes?
No.
Did you take away the notes? Okay. No. We're going to put the Facebook page up there if you want to go and register for their Greater Life Family Summit. Okay.
That's right.
And again, what else do we have coming up? Do we have anything coming up?
We got anything coming up ourselves? No, we just wrap it up. Doubling the Miss. That you're working on.
We're wrapping up the show that we've been filming, and this is the last weekend coming up that we're going to be filming.
Friday, we're going to see midget wrestling.
Yes, we're going to see midget wrestling.
Little people
wrestling.
Yes.
On Friday.
So
we're super excited about
that. If you guys go to my page and look if you guys want to go, it's in Kennesaw.
Yes.
Tickets are between $10 and $20.
Yeah.
So it's a real good feat. We're going to be there. Last weekend, we went to Medieval Times,
which was totally awesome, guys. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I loved it. So we know we're doing our date night thing. We're doing other than going to a dinner and movie.
Yeah, we've been trying to think outside of the box.
Yeah, so midget wrestling is definitely way outside the box.
After we do midget wrestling or little people wrestling, I want to go to a regular wrestling match also.
WWE though, they kind of corny now though.
But I still want to go.
I don't know.
Because this one you can't take kids. So I want to be able, not to the midget wrestling. They say 18 and older.
I saw the video had kids in there. I know.
It said 18 and older. When I looked at it, it said, "Hey, this is for 18 and older crowd."
Okay.
Yeah.
Bryson can't go.
Yeah, he can't go to this one. I'm sure they would have liked something like that. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this show because I got to go down here and finish my dinner.
Yes.
Just cook one more side. The chicken and everything should already be done.
Just give me the chicken. I'm good with that.
No, you're gonna eat some vegetables. So anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the show like we normally do.
1, 2, 3, and peace.
We out.